Right. Then again, we're almost at the end of the day. We can save it and skip the night, and then you will have all the hopefully extra contracts in the next day to be able to add to it. Have a whole bunch. That's if you want to.
Yeah, there's a cultivating contract for 68.
Yeah, I see
just
that.
did 68.
So what do you want to do?
I'll do that one.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Skip
hang
the
on.
night? Or no?
What?
You took it.
Yeah.
No, it's not what we're talking about. I was asking you, should we leave these contracts and skip the night so we get a whole bunch of fresh contracts tomorrow, which will include that? Otherwise, if you said no, we would have done the usual thing of a race to the contract. So it looks like we're doing the contracts if you want to do them.
I'd rather do them now than have more contracts, you know?
And it looks like I don't get a choice because everyone's just getting into it. All right, I'm going to go off and make myself a coffee. I shall return shortly and go bang my head against the cupboard walls. Back in a sec.
I've also noticed that we can't do herbicide jobs either.
Huh?
Herbicide jobs?
You mean spraying jobs?
Yeah, for herbicide, like for weeds and stuff.
Why?
Because there's been like some fields that have not been able to be herbicide.
It looks like some fields are planted forever. Whoa, that was one hell of a leg spike. But we did have spraying contracts earlier.
Yeah, that was just fertilizer. It's not.
Nope, spraying is always herbicide. Fertilizer is named fertilizer. If the contract is named spraying, it's always herbicide. The fertilizer contracts say fertilizer, and you can use whatever you want. Manure, liquid manure, fertilizer, or liquid fertilizer.
Because I know there's a few fields that we haven't, or at least I haven't been able to.
There are a few fields that have weeds on them, but those don't have a crop in it yet. That's why the spraying contracts don't show up.
Yeah.
And those are probably crops that are not ready to be planted yet.
Yeah, right.
Right. I'm back. Back with some news.
What's that?
I didn't say I was going to say I was going to tell you what the news was. I was letting you know I had some news.
That's just mean.
He's always like that, I would expect.
Hmm.
No, I'm thinking about adding a 20% penalty for anyone jumps the gun on contracts.
How are you going to enforce that?
Well, it's very simple. If someone takes a contract before we do the go thing, I go in to the farm, find how much that contract is, and then take that money out. 20% of it.
Well, it's your stream, your rules.
That button. Well, I don't want to. This has been happening a lot lately, and other people getting denied a chance to possibly they might not have got that contract, but Millie has sorted. Well, it didn't really work out even last week. Admittedly, DJ could probably do with the contract he's got, but still the point is, everyone needs a chance. It's a quick of the draw.
That's why I only took one, I didn't take two.
Yeah. And the actual real reason why I've decided that is not to do it, hopefully, just to guarantee you guys remember when we refresh the contracts that we wait for the go trigger.
Well, now that you quote-unquote threatened to take 20% of us, if we keep doing it, you know?
I got such a sore back, I don't know why. I just feel like I need to make my back click. Mind you, it's right in that spot where years ago I went to a chiropractor and they clipped me in and did my back and everything. And the next day I was in so much pain. So much pain. They sent me home from work. I was in so much pain trying to pick up timber and stuff with an extremely huge amount of pain in my back. So if I manage to, I think it's the same spot in my back, it's just the top part of it. Admittedly, I was able to breathe a lot easier and freely because it's right in the spot where all the nerves and all the things go to your lungs and heart and all around there. So, and because I got all the people, the lack of knowledge, people coming up going, oh, well, you know, that's why we don't go to chiropractors. They're supposed to make you better and you come out feeling sore afterwards. We had a friend of ours that went there and they were sore the next day. It's like, well, yeah, there's a reason for it.
Yeah, that only shows how messed up your back was before.
Yeah. The reason why, if people don't understand how a chiropractor works, the reason why if after they click you in, and by the way, that sound is not your bones grinding together like a lot of people think. It's actually air in between the bones that is forced out. So it's sort of like putting one of those sucker things on a window and you put it off and it makes that sound like that. That's essentially the same thing. It's got nothing to do with your bones at all. Your bones don't touch, but when a chiropractor straightens up your back, what it does is it opens up the nerves that are originally crushed. And if you put something like a 5-cent coin, well, a New Zealand 5-cent coin, on top of a nerve, it can reduce the way a nerve works immensely, by quite a lot. And also, probably an interesting thing is only 2% of all the nerves in your body are actually designed to register pain. Your nerves do a lot of things. They communicate between your body and your brain to let your brain know if there's something wrong with your body so it can fix. And if you've got bones that are stopping that, your nerve from letting your brain know, that's where you get a lot of problems. Also can stop the pain, and pain's there to let your brain know that there's a problem in your body that needs to be sorted. So basically what they did is they opened up an area of my back which finally had the nerves to be able to work properly, and told my brain that there's a bit of area there that needs to be repaired. And boy, the difference after a couple of days was huge. Big difference. And doctors don't sort of agree with chiropractors and all that kind of stuff, but to me it makes sense, because the very first thing that is developed on a human being is actually the nervous system before anything else. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's an essential part of your system. It's the reason how the body is able to fix itself. And if you, as you go on and your posture goes and your spine adjusts and all that kind of stuff, then it's going to reduce the body's ability. And eventually there's going to be more problems wrong with your body than your body's able to repair. So, and therefore you get old and decrepit because your body can't keep up with the repairing of everything that it needs to repair in the body. Now, there was an interesting thing that one of the chiropractors I went to were talking about with, especially with Chinese people. Now, you know a lot of Chinese people have to wear glasses. And the reason for that apparently is because Chinese people with their exercise and stuff like that, their spines are perfect. Absolutely perfect. Pretty good. Very rarely are their spines out, but also because of the exercises, their neck, the spine where in the neck is also straight. And in fact, what your neck shape should be in the spine is curved at a certain angle. I think it's 7 degrees. The exact same curvature of the Earth, same angle the curvature of the Earth has, and most planets have 7 degrees. And because of that, it has an effect on the nerve that deals with your eyesight and stuff like that, which I found quite interesting.
That is interesting.
I know people that were the chiropractors that used to have a lot of really bad ailments. People that were even on heart medication. And after being at the chiropractors, they had their heart medication halved because they were getting better and stuff like that. There was, yeah.
Yeah, my great grandma used to be on a lot of heart and blood pressure medication, and at some stage in her life he found out that drinking Prosecco, one of those 0.2 liter bottles every day, would calm her heart down, would lower her blood pressure, and she could stop taking all that medication. And I mean, she was 85 at that point, and she said, you know what, I don't care if I become an alcoholic from that. I am more awake, my head is clearer, so I don't rather not take the medication and drink a little bit of Prosecco every day.
Yeah, well, moderation is a good thing, isn't it? But there are some things. I mean, you look at the Queen Mother, how old she was when she died, and she was in pretty good nick, and obviously having a lot of money, she drank a lot of gin, which she could obviously afford the best gin, and she was pretty much pickled by the time she was... but you know, you look at it, I mean, obviously, but it's putting something in your body, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and your body's got to be able to get rid of it, and the big thing, of course, is to do with that is liver, obviously. If you can keep your liver well, you last a long while as well. But one of the biggest killers of a liver is sugar. And yeah, which is not good, and because the destroyed part of your liver also, that bit creates a toxin in your liver, which also destroys your liver. So, and there are foods like turmeric and other things out there that actually help the liver repair, because it's one of the, I think it's the only organ that consistently rejuvenates itself all the time. And obviously for a good reason. Anyway, that's all we got time for today on Dr. JJ's Let's Talk About Our Ailments. Back to the farming. I was so hoping I'd finish this field in time. Patrio hasn't moved for a while. Are you still here, Patrio, or you just keep nodding off?
No, I'm here. There's no active contracts to pick up, and, well, you can't water a plant too many times.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's the other...
It's almost 9 o'clock anyway.
That's the other mod I added on today as well. I don't know if the guys noticed it. But I knew there was another mod I added on, and that's the mod on the mod hub that allows you to get the full amount for your products from your production. So when you hit selling in-game, by standard you get 90% of the price for that product. The mod makes it 100%, which I think is fair. It's just, you know, why not? It's like you're basically saying that I got someone to go and deliver it for me, or you've got a contract with the company comes and picks up, sort of like they do with milk around these parts. You get milk technicians that come and pick up the milk. The farmers don't drop the milk off to the company comes around and picks it up, and obviously they get paid. They don't get charged for the delivery, because that would be part of the price. And so if you work with a contract and stuff like that, then yeah, you get a decent price.
It's giving time.
Yep, I'll just turn around and we'll get the wheel of destiny, or despair, depending where you end up being picked. Right, I'm going to be skipping the night. What month are we in?
July.
I got 7, or maybe 6. Let's go with 6 in the middle of summer. Oh, look at that. I'm still on the game. I wasn't booted out into my desktop. And just get the game a bit of a chance to catch up. Actually, while it's catching up, I could just easily carry on harvesting. Cultivating. And maybe set that up. Not that, wrong button. We want that. Yes, and we want it to go to that. Yes, right. That should be enough time. Let's go see what contracts we've got. Absolute ton of contracts to choose from today. You got your choice of the contracts you currently have, or
None.
your contracts you currently have.
Well, I'm for skipping the night.
Oh yeah?
You, JJ?
Also-
JJ currently still has, JJ still has a contract, so I doubt that. But once he has finished that one, he will join the skip force. Because we have cookies.
There we go, ladies and
let's just
gentlemen.
go take a while for the contracts to start kicking in for the mornings, and maybe I'll skip through to noon, see what happens.
Oh, it would have happened by now. Sure.
Now, there won't be many contracts. Maybe a few planting ones if we get lucky, but no, no, not even though that, because in July there is no planting. So there won't be any contracts. Because all the harvested fields are being cultivated right already. So there will be no more contracts.
I just want to clarify to chat, by the way. Though you might got the impression with Smedo answering for me that I'm really, really rich, that I'll hire someone to do all the talking for me. No, I'm not.
Idiot.
What about you, JJ? Do you want to skip night? Hang on. I'll leave it to Smedo to explain. Hey, Ozzy. He says hello to all of us, by the way.
Hey, Ozzy.
I'm only teasing you, dude. You pretty much said what I would have said anyway, so yeah, I'm happy to carry on with my contract. Then once I'm finished, I'm happy to sleep, but it depends. We've got, I'm guessing 2 for skipping night, and it comes down to DJ, which I'm sure he's absolutely. Hey?
I'm not skipping. I'm still cultivating.
Oh well, but lucky, it's the 2 people who don't want to skip night, other ones that don't own their farms. The other 2 can do their farm work, so isn't that handy?
I think I saw a Smudo field that needed cultivating too.
No, I don't. I have a direct drill. So I do not need to cultivate.
So like with all the placeables Smudo's dropped around his farm, I mean, it's small stuff like, yeah, beehives and the chicken pen, etc. But his yard is just a mess of icons.
Yes, it is.
When your channel gets so big, you need a spokesman. True, Ozzy. Smudo's practicing. He's preparing himself for the role. Then I would be able to pay him.
Since I have to wait anyway, I'm gonna refill the water.
Oh, there's
Not
another
that there's
contract.
For real?
Yeah, I had X had another contract showed up.
One of them supply ones.
Got your hope up a little bit for a second, didn't I?
All I can think is that, well, so far this session has left me $200 in the red.
I haven't made that much. I'm not in the red, but I haven't made that much yet. Still miles away from the amount I need from my own farm. I might have
I'm
missed
still
it.
knocked out.
I got big plans. big plans for my farm that I'll probably never get because Smudo or Patrio will end up buying everything out.
I'm
Well,
only
actually,
180 in the hole.
Actually, Smudo won't because he doesn't want to win because he's not going to buy farms just in case we want them.
I do already have one. Why would I buy another one?
Because it's about... Oh, never mind. I'm happy with your decision to be out. Yeah.
Yeah, why would I grow on all corners of the map when I can just grow around the area I already am in, you know?
Well, the thing is, right, the whole point is how much you have at the end of it, and that includes all the fields you buy. The more you buy, the less we make. You don't have to grow on them, those certain lands. You will do at the end, though, because of the rules for the end, the last year after everything's brought up, you'll probably have to harvest on all those. But saying that, if you do harvest and put things on all those, that's extra cash for you, because remember, the winner is the one that has the most cash at the end of it. Hence the reason why I'm happy with you to stick with your decision. Now he's checking for lands. Which is fine, because I know that you don't have enough to buy where I want to buy.
How much does he have?
Yet.
In my bank account, I don't have a brand.
Yep.
How much are you in the hole?
Reverse.
JJ?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
50.
No. I've got no loans at all. My loans are paid
He
off.
got loans to hold him down.
Still 180 in the hole.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I
Damn.
don't. I remembered that I did get a loan, but I'm sure I paid that back because I couldn't buy. Yeah, no, I've got no loans. It's all my own money. Bank's hands are firmly off it. It's all on my mattress that I don't own. It's all under the tractor seat. That's why I'm so high up in the seat. It's not because I'm tall. It's all the cash I've got in it.
Oh, you got lights still on.
I don't remember turning... Oh, the hired worker might have turned them on. Oh, and I thought it was a lovely, fine, bright day until I turned those off. Thanks. Smooth on my car wash. It's like those roller things in a car wash then. Go over the car. Oh, yeah, while you're there, just I'll give you some seeds. You just throw it into the ground as we go. You'll be my new seeder. You're getting smaller and smaller. It looks like you're still running on top of me cultivator, but you're getting smaller and smaller. Oh, you were on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the back.
Yeah, no. I thought because he got smaller and smaller, he was just behind it, but visually it looked like he was still on it. But it wouldn't have made any sense that if he was still on it, he wouldn't be getting smaller and smaller. But he did. He got really, really tiny. And then he jumped off it. Done. Right.
Time to skip the night then.
Yeah. Sad news for you, DJ. I'm done.
I've only got a half a field to go anyway. So.
Got until I get back to the shop.
You're way too nice, dude.
don't feel right doing it without being at the shop for some reason. I have no understanding why.
Would you like to have all your tools with you?
Yeah, I suppose I'm ready.
Dad.
There we go. There's a slight twist to an old movie storyline. I Know What You Did Last Summer. The rural edition. He was just driving his tractor home when all of a sudden appeared a bear. A Draco bear.
And instead of hitting the brakes or swerving, he just pushed the pedal to the metal and ran him over.
He gets an email. I knew what you did last summer. Oh my God, someone knows. It's me, the guy you ran over.
Starring Pete Moss.
Starring people that look exactly the same because giants can't do too many models.
Anybody ever check if the prices at the gas station change?
No.
Why the hell is diesel more expensive than regular?
Because the taxes, it's actually, I think that you find that that's standard in America. There's a whole bunch of taxes. Same with Australia. Your guys' diesel is quite expensive. More expensive than petrol.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it used to be slightly cheaper than unleaded back in the day, but with the advent of more modern diesel passenger cars, it's picked up in price to make it more competitive with unleaded.
Yeah.
So the benefit for diesel is extended range per litre, but aside from that, dollar for dollar, litre for litre, it's about the same.
Yeah, I know in England it's more expensive because they pump on a lot of taxes. It's a lot more expensive than petrol. Here it's really cheap, but you got to pay a yearly thing, diesel
emissions
thing.
offset or something.
Yeah, the shop now. Let's skip. I'm bored.
Hi, bored. I'm Pat. You knew that was coming.
User charges. That's right. You pay kilometres. That's right. You pay for kilometres per year. So the kilometres you travel, but it still ends up being cheaper than buying petrol. Petrol was expensive here. It was what was it? The cheapest fuel unleaded 91 the other day. It was $2.75.1 per litre. So if you want to know what that is in American prices, times it by 4, because 4 litres is 1 US gallon. So well over $10 a gallon. Oh, we got contracts.
Time for the wheel then.
Contracts galore.
I was thinking.
Not really. Harvesting and sowing. Which means it's time for the wheel. Neil? Get the wheel, Neil.
Get the wheel, bruv.
Once again, it's in the wrong place. I've got to move it over. And back to that. And then this time, let's try and choose the right... is it that one? Here we go. Right, the first spin of the stream. Here we go. Who's the lucky winner of choosing the biggest paying out contract? And
Patrio. Just
like to the point I was sitting there.
Right on the line, yeah.
Yeah, it's right on the line. I was thinking, how's it going to deal with this? Oh, I'll just choose whoever I like. Patrio gets the oh, okay, fair enough. Justin. Now let me know when you bought. Got half quarter of an acre of block that needs whittling. Yeah. So does every single person where I live, because that's the standard section size. Have you chosen Patrio?
Still quickly flicking through them. I just hate these stupid sewing jobs with their double adapter tools.
Actually, while you're doing that, I'm going to grab my drink. I'll let you know when I'm back so you can tell me to skip. Or not skip, spin. Alright, I'm back. And I'm going to grab one of the Macintosh's toffees. When I say one, I mean about 5. What did I get? I got malt and mint. Okay. Damn it. I was hoping for an egg and cream.
Did you pick Patrio?
Yeah, ready for the spin.
Okay, next spin is a Mr. DJ.
Wait.
Oh, they've gone hard again because the temperature's dropped.
Go for it.
Patrio again.
DJ cannot pick another contract, by the way. He already has to.
Oh, should have reminded me.
Ready
I would
for the
have
spin.
removed.
And Patrio as well.
No, I've got rid of Patrio. I just didn't get rid of DJ. Smudo, you're up.
Well, that didn't work.
Pick.
Why didn't that work? What the?
And it's you again, Smudo.
All right.
I'll see you later, mate.
Hey?
Your head are nearly falling off the rack.
No, somehow it's placed there. I don't know how it's placed there though. That's the thing. Up there it goes. Oh no.
I'm just trying to get my tools out of the way.
That's what I was trying to do with the harvester and header.
Where's my game? Oh, right past it. There it is. Right. So I get the choice of the lesser. Oh, I've got an 8 gram one. Oh,
Yeah, it's potatoes though.
I was about
yay.
to say, you sure you want to take that?
Money's money. How much? Oh, that's not bad. Only 590 for the lease items, and at least I've got a decent machine. Come here. 8 grand. Next question is, ooh, do I though? I have to wait. Here's the problem. No, I'll be better off doing this because I'll get this done quicker and be able to get rid of the contract. If I take that one, I won't be able to get rid of the contract until I finish both of them. No, taking that one. What do you want? Canola? I'm sure I can make that happen. Who's the lucky tractor that's going to end up? Which one are you? It's you I want. Oh, actually, no, it's you I want. There you are. Drop the plough, start the engine up, then drop the plough.
Lovely.
Oh, thanks. I thought I'd do a good job of dropping that.
The AI worker tried to do a U-turn and then he's just got himself stuck with a impatient NPC car just dive bombing the road.
Oh, I should have enough.
And it looks like it's trying to do 3 loops of circles for no apparent reason, apparently.
Definitely canola, wasn't it? Yep, field 36. Oh, field 36. I might as well just buy it. I've spent so much time on field 36. That and 50. I bet you the other one's 50. Get your potatoes on field 50. Right, I'll get the worker to drive down to field 36 and probably do it for me as well.